Nikki Haley. She gave another speech on Tuesday to talk about the current state of the campaign. But before she gave that speech, here's what she tweeted. 12 fellas down, 1 to go. Do you think that had been in her drafts from her sorority days? 12 fellas down, 1 to go. Now, Nikki gave the speech, and Donald Trump criticized her husband. Did you hear about what Trump said about her husband?
Mm-mm.
Said, where's Nikki's husband? Why do I never see her husband on the trail with her? What, are they having marital issues? Well, he's serving overseas. And, of course, she couldn't just say, hey, dick, he's overseas. No, she had to play theatrics like a politician. Here's what she said.
I wish Michael was here today. And I wish our children and I could see him tonight, but we can't. He's serving on the other side of the world, where conflict is the norm, where terrorists hide among the innocent, where Iran's terrorist proxies are now attacking American troops.
Okay. Now, was what Trump said a dick thing to say? Absolutely. I'm not defending that. That's not cool. We know I criticize Trump when he deserves it on this show. But can we stop acting like Nikki Haley's husband is in some type of combat role where he's over there dodging bullets like he's Rambo overseas? That's not even remotely close to what's going on. I appreciate his service. I'm not trying to diminish that. But she's making it seem like that man is in the field of fire, taking bullets and throwing them back on the reg. It's not happening. It's not happening. She's also upset at Trump because she said Donald Trump will debate Joe Biden, but he won't debate me. Why will he debate Joe Biden, but not me? Well, I mean, for starters, Joe Biden's not losing to him by 70% in the polls. It'd be kind of stupid to debate you. Honestly. There's no reason to debate you. There was a boxer for a long time named Hammerin' Hank Lundy. Hammerin' Hank was his nickname. Sounds like a guy from the 20s, right? Like, Hammerin' Hank Lundy! What does he come out in just like plain white shorts or whatever? Hammerin' Hank Lundy. And he used to tweet at people like the Terrence Crawfords, Adrian Broners, legitimate fighters, right? He would tweet at them just talking shit, saying, you're not a real champ till you face me. Mind you, no one had ever heard of this guy. And finally, one of them gave him the time of day. Terrence Crawford said, okay, cool, let's do this. And beat the ever-loving shit out of Hammerin' Hank Lundy, and you never heard from him again. That's what would happen here. It's just not worth it. Now, Crawford lost money on that. He could have taken a bigger fight, but he got so annoyed by this guy tweeting at him that he's like, okay, fine, I'll beat the hell out of you just to shut you up. And it was an embarrassment. He humiliated him, and no one ever heard from Hammerin' Hank Lundy ever again. It was the end of his career. What?
Just love that he finally fought him.
Someone took the bait and beat the hell out of him? Yeah. Well, there's another reason why Donald Trump may not want to debate Nikki Haley. And I think it's because she's too busy debating herself. Go ahead and check out these clips side by side of things Nikki Haley said in the past versus things she says now.
And we will get them. But I will not now, not ever, support raising the gas tax. Finally, let's increase the gas tax by 10 cents over the next 3 years.
I would not run if President Trump ran.
I'm Nikki Haley, and I'm running for president.
Every person on social media should be verified by their name.
I never said government should go and require anyone's name.
But what we do know is 65 is way too low, and we need to increase that.
For claiming the retirement age is, quote, way, way too low. Where do
I
you
have
stand
never once said that.
I never said Hillary Clinton was an inspiration. I went with my friend Eleanor Kitzman to a Furman leadership program where Hillary Clinton was speaking. And I walked out of there and I said, I'm running for office.
So that's Nikki Haley. Does she know where she stands on any of these things, or will she just say whatever it takes to get elected? Truly. Does Nikki Haley know what Nikki Haley believes in? That's the $1 million question here. Or will she just say whatever she can, depending on the audience? Notice the instances where she was denying a lot of what she had been asked were on Fox News debate stages, so more of a conservative audience. Whereas where she, some of the things she claimed, like Hillary Clinton was an inspiration, were on late night shows. Who watches late night shows? Losers, number one. No, people with left-leaning political views, political ideologies, right? Typically, not always, but that's more often than not, that's who watches those shows. So she will say whatever she wants. This is a woman who is actively courting Democrats and actively courting moderates. Now, you would ask, why is she doing that, Caleb? Why is she doing that if she's running as a Republican? And I will give you my theory right after the break. No, I'm kidding. This is an American Idol. We're not doing that. That's this TV show host. They'll always be like that. They'll lead you on, or the radio. They'll lead you on. They'll be like that right after the break. I'll tell you why I think she's doing this, though. I think Nikki Haley is setting up a run under the No Labels Party. I think she's setting up a third-party run so she can play spoiler, because she is uniparty as it gets. She can hide behind the Tea Party moniker. She got compromised years and years ago. That woman's out. No, absolutely not. She is not anti-establishment. Remember, the Democrats and establishment Republicans, essentially the same thing. She's uniparty. She's establishment. She's regime as it gets, Nikki Haley is. She has a direct incentive to sabotage an anti-establishment candidate running, whether that be Donald Trump, whether that be Vivek, Ron DeSantis, you name it. She has a direct incentive to sabotage any of that because that's who she works for. It doesn't matter if Nikki Haley wins. It doesn't matter if Joe Biden wins, as long as we get one of those uniparty candidates. They all work. They all serve the same master. So I could very well see her trying to run as a third party under this No Labels Party that they were talking about, Joe Manchin and then Larry Hogan out from Maryland. I could very well see her doing this to try and sabotage Donald Trump. That may be the play. That may be the only chance the Democrats have, other than full-blown cheating, is to run a legitimate third conservative Republican third, not conservative, but Republican third party that would directly siphon votes from Donald Trump. That's the only hope they've gotten. That's why I think she's trying to toe the middle of the line. Remember, early on in the primary, she was toting that I'm a Tea Party governor. I came from 2012, back in the back in the Tea Party days when we were all rallying against Obama. I'm a strong conservative. She's backed away from that rhetoric almost entirely and pivoted to I'm the moderate. The most Democrats out there support me. I beat Joe Biden among independents, even though those numbers are just collapsing day by day as we speak. It looks to me like she is at least somewhat flirting with the third party run. She said she's going to stay in this race till the end. She didn't say what party she would do that under, mind you. I think Nikki Haley is going to play spoiler for the establishment. What do you think, Mia? What do you think Nikki Haley does?
What you said.
Or do you think she goes to OnlyFans?
I think OnlyFans. I think that's a good one. That's my choice.
Yeah. There's some people that would be into that out there. Right? There's guys out there that would. You think Todd would subscribe?
There's guy. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure Todd subscribes to so many.
That's why he doesn't have money for food. That's
OnlyFans and Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
And Panda Express.
Did he say Panda Express?
Yeah, that's what he spent $500 on Uber Eats.
$500?
That's what his Facebook post said. What? He said $500 went to PayPal, Uber Eats, Panda Express.
What? Okay, on Uber Eats, that might have been like some rice and a drink.
That's true.
To be fair. So, Well, I mean, just look at his friends list. He doesn't need the OnlyFans. He's got all the free porn bots right there.
Yeah, I know. I looked at his friends list.
Yeah. Todd's going to be 2024's Dennis. Dennis. We all remember Dennis. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.